Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing another random game from over on Steam. This is a game that's actually been very heavily requested, and it's a new visual novel that's been sweeping through all of YouTube, really. A lot of people have been playing this, and I haven't watched anyone play it, but once again, a lot of you guys have asked me to, and it looks right up my alley. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club, and allegedly, this game is actually a horror game. I don't want to spoil anything, and I haven't had anything spoiled for myself, but a lot of people have warned me that there's some like really effed up things that happen in this game. There's mentions of self-harm, things like that. There's actually a warning at the beginning of the game that says if you are of sensitive psychological condition, then this game is probably not for you, and this playthrough probably isn't for you guys either. So just to put that out there so that you guys know ahead of time. But the art style is great. Look at this. This is beautiful. These waifus are just the most adorable girls here. But anyway, let's go ahead and start up Doki Doki Literature Club. I think it looks really, really good. All right, please enter your name. My name is Girbeagly. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Meet some of our new waifus. Hey. I don't know who said that. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. How embarrassing. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Ah, the neighborhood friend. The neighbor friend girl. This is the archetype that we've already established. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yep, just like every cliche anime. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, look at her, she's a cutie.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh man, I'm a dick.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Girbeagly.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Really? With this cutie? Aw.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all.
Aw, that's why she's blushing already.
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you don't want, or even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Hehe.
Aw, cute. I like the art style and the music and the environments and everything already a lot in this game. It's really cute. We cross the street together and make our way to school. But like I said in the beginning there, it's allegedly not going to always be like that. So I'm guessing it gets pretty real. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Girbeagly, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Huh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Dude, our protagonist is a dickhead. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Ah, an otaku main character. We've seen this in many an anime and many a dating sim.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Man, haven't seen that term in a while.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Aw, I like her already though, she's very sweet. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh god, don't join that, dude.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom, of course.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
No, what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Of course. I bet it's the Doki Doki Literature Club. Sayori?
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member.
Oh, Sayori! Twisted my arm here.
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Aw, it made her so happy. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Ah, is that telling? Did I sell my soul to the devil or something? Is that the underlying thing going on here? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hello?
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, hello.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Aw, hi there. She looks so shy.
Sari always says nice things about you.
Does she? Because I'm a dick face to her. She should say mean things about me. Oh.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Aw, yeah, the soon. I like a good tsundere, guys.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Girbeagly, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Oh, hello. All words escape me in this situation. You're not even gonna say hi to these lovely ladies? This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Aw, yeah, getting our taku spirit up here.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Oh, I like her already. Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Aw.
Don't say things like that.
She's so shy. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Girbeagly.
Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, look at her, and why is her skirt flipping up there? Okay. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. It's just for that tease, guys. It's like that almost panty shot that happens in all these damn games. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh god, I'm such a pussy.
Come sit down, Girbeagly. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Oh, of course you will. You're a tsundere through and through. You technically want to get my attention.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Absolutely, Yuri. That sounds great. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's adorable. See, she's got a heart of gold. She's got a soft spot in there. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That sounds adorable.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oh, Sayori. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She really wants me to give her some attention and some praise. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Oh man, so cliche. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah.
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy.
Oh man, that's like cliche classic tsundere line. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Aw, insulted Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
Oh, poor Yuri. She's a sweetheart. I believe you. God, we are so thirsty. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Aw. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Oh yeah?
So, what made you consider the literature club?
Well, I have this really annoying childhood friend who really wanted me to join. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Also, I'm not sure what's going on with the game, but it's kind of lagging a little bit here. The music's not lagging, but like the text, you'll see it like popping up on the screen in chunks, which is fine because it's just a text-based game, but it's a little bit weird. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
Aw, she's so self-assured.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Man, she's so driven and ambitious. I like her a lot. She's cool.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. I love this is really funny because it's super cliche with like the harem setup, but obviously there's something else that's going to be going on down the line. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Girbeagly, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Probably a lot of manga, knowing how the otaku lifestyle is. Manga, yeah. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh, I bet she's a huge manga nerd also. Damn.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Oh, cool.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Is this a game foreshadowing what's about to come? I mean, you guys were great because you didn't spoil anything, but you were like, hey, you gotta be really psychologically prepared for this game. And a lot of the warnings, like I said at the beginning of the game, were like, hey, this is definitely not a game intended for children or people who are really sensitive to psychological topics. So, yeah.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Oh man, I know what you're doing, game, already.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. You know what? Speaking of manga and horror, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Ito Junji or Junji Ito, depending on how you want to say the name, but he is the best horror manga writer in the entire world, in my opinion. One of my favorite mangakas ever. Really good shit. You should definitely check out his stuff. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you?
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
That's the way that I feel about reading as well. I read a lot of books, I read a lot of manga, I read a lot of things that warp me to another world. It's a huge reason I actually really love dating sims and visual novels is a lot of the times, because they don't focus on the graphics, they're focused on world building and making this great story full of very colorful characters. Granted, some of them are very cliche and pandering, but there's a lot of them out there that end up being really, really good stories with very heartfelt characters.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud.
Oh man, I wonder if she's been watching me from afar for a while and has had a crush on me for a long time. That'd be really funny.
And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Aw, she got really shy at that. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay.
And before we find out what Monica is so hyped up about, I'm gonna go ahead and end this first episode of Doki Doki Literature Club here, guys. This was a nice little introduction because it's gotten us to know the archetypes that each character is. They're all very recognizable from anime, other dating sims, and visual novels that I've played, and I really don't know where this is gonna go. Like I said, I obviously know it's gonna go somewhere dark because you guys have given me warnings about playing this game just so that I wasn't thrown for a complete loop and I wasn't misleading my viewers, which is great. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for keeping things spoiler free. But honestly, I have no idea where the plot's gonna go. I have zero idea, and I'm so excited. I'm very used to dark games. I've played Corpse Party and a number of other really, really disturbing games on the channel before, so I'm hoping it sort of goes in that direction, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this first episode, please let me know down below in the comments. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also, be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.